Before we start, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're recording on. For me, that's the Wangaburra clan.
And for me, it's the Wurundjeri peoples. I've actually got something that I need to talk to you about.
Oh, sure. Shoot.
It's quite serious. Sorry to put this on you. Look, we talk every day. We have been best friends for 10 years and we used to live together in Sydney, and we have lived far apart from each other for quite a while now. One of the best things about our friendship is that we talk every day, right? And now that we're working together again, and it's so wonderful. Here's the thing. I was thinking, like all through COVID, it's so lonely, living on your own, and, especially the older you get, the more you cull people in your life, like people that just don't serve you anymore. And it's really weird because I have some really beautiful friends, but I just find myself wanting to talk to you about everything all the time. And I think you're too young to live on a mountain in Queensland on a full-time basis because, well, this is the thing. I think you should move to Melbourne. And hear me out.
Okay.
We lived in Sydney together. We've never lived in Queensland together, but we've never lived in Victoria together either. And
that's one reason.
Yeah. I think that you would really love Melbourne. Like, it is an extremely open, creative, cultural hub of queer people and open people, people of colour. You can pretty much find anything you want, and you've got a lot of spiritual people who aren't, wellness warriors, like going over the top with their saging and all that shit
Crystals.
that you love, but it's not like crazy. But, it's got great Buddhist monastery is here, and I think that you would really enjoy that. Anyway, I'm just babbling on now, but what I want to say is that...
It's like you're asking me on a date.
I know, I'm
you're
so
like
nervous.
working yourself up.
I know. I really think that it would be for both of us to live in the same city again. And I'm not saying come and move into my house. If you want to, you absolutely can, but you need your own space. I think that you living in Melbourne in your own little pad, keeping Jessica, of course, you keep Jessica as somewhere that you can go home to, but renting it out or Airbnb, whatever you need to do to make that mortgage get paid, you'll do. You're young and you've got so much life ahead of you that I think, living somewhere again where we can just be not just chatting on the phone every day, like where I can say, let's go, I'll meet you for a coffee. Let's go. I want you to also live the rest of Sissy's life out with her.
Oh, gosh, this is like a full pitch. You're giving me, guilting me into moving to Melbourne, even though I want to. This is a full, that's made me be like, oh, my God.
I think it's really important that you and Sissy have the real quality time, because I don't know, if there's one thing that I've learnt recently is they go really, really fast. And
they do. Oh, my God. And I haven't seen Sissy properly I haven't seen you. Do you know it's a year this month?
I do
it's
know.
Been an
I do know. I
year.
feel it. Like, that's the thing, is that you're the one person that, as much as we annoy each other, you're the one person that I still just want to talk to all the time about everything. And that...
Same with me, with you.
Because I can be so open and honest with you and say, I'm in such a feral mood, I'm sorry if I'm being a bitch to you, and you can do that to me as well.
Yeah.
But, I just think Melbourne, it's such a dog-centric place as well. Like, you will just so enjoy the people here and the dogs and the pubs. And, on Chapel Street, which is where I live, they have these little signs in the window that say this is a dog-friendly area. So you can take your dogs into anything. And I just think it would be really good. And I also think it would be great for our podcast to actually be in the room together.
Yeah.
And it would be really good for us to do a little content, together out in the real world and all that kind of thing.
And go to events and things, because I missed all of that when I was doing Bachelorette that year and then dancing. It was just all work, no play. So I didn't get to go to openings or art or comedy shows, nothing like that.
No,
And
I know. And
Melbourne is the place.
it's the hub
Melbourne
for it.
is the hub of that.
You know, there's always live shows and musicals starting here and plays starting here and all the, outdoor concerts and everything like that. I get invites to all the time and I have to find someone to take, and I do. But it would be so nice for us. Yeah, I do. Absolutely do. But it would be so nice for us to both get those invites and be able to take
and be able
someone
to
each,
actually go. You know what? I probably am a little bit too young to live on a mountain by myself where I know nobody. And it was serving for me in that moment because I was so overwhelmed and I wanted my own time. And I still want to keep that house because I love it. It's so magical, but it is like a full-time job. Yeah. It would be nice to put somebody in there that will take care of it and help pay the mortgage while I can go work and flit off in a new city.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to live in Melbourne.
Yeah? Well, I think that's great because Melbourne would love you. Like, the only thing that Queenslanders hate, obviously, about Melbourne is the weather. But you've lived in London.
I've lived in London since I was 21, off and on.
Sydney is actually wetter than Melbourne. A lot of people hate to admit that, but Sydney is wetter than Melbourne.
Sydney
it rains more.
Rains all the time.
Yeah, and Melbourne's flat. You just walk everywhere, and they've got great.
I love.
Yeah.
So that was so that's your Melbourne pitch.
Yep.
So where will I live?
Well, there are so many great apartments around me. Like all the buildings are dog friendly. We'll just get you a little leased. Like maybe someone has a place. Someone's listening right now and says, "I've got a place that you can rent."
Yeah, let's manifest it. Let's put it out to the universe. And who knows, maybe something will happen with this piece of information.
Yeah. We're talking South Yarra, Prahran, Windsor. Maybe you're going away. Not you, Angie. Maybe you who's listening is going away. You live in an apartment on your own. It's fully furnished and you really need to sublet it because you really want to go away for a couple of months. This would be a great way for you to trial living in Melbourne. Yeah, because I need to trial.
I'm too fragile to do a big move again.
No, that's right. I think you should definitely come and give it a little go. Like just put
a few months.
Your fingers in the pies, put your toes in the water. And then just see how it goes. Like, see how you enjoy it.
Yeah. I want to do a stint. Let's just not say I'm moving there. Let's say I'm doing a stint there. I'm doing a stint.
Yeah. More than a couple of weeks. Like, which,
I'm saying like months stint.
Yeah.
Like months.
Yeah.
And I can come and go. I can come back and check on my girl on the mountain. That's fine. One week I could come there and then I just need a base in Melbourne.
Yes. I think that's a great idea.
Love it. All right. We'll put it out to the universe. We've done it.
Now, speaking also of dogs, we were just talking about dogs. I have another little confession to make. I've already started Googling senior dogs. Like I've got it, and I stopped. I was just like, "Oh, that's so no, don't even look if it's available. Stop it," because it's a hole is in my heart that I need to fill again, and I will. But I think I've got to understand that Sissy and I need this time now to, be together. And if there is a senior dog that needs us, I think they'll find us. They will find us. How about
you don't look and you let the dog come to you because you're an addict to the senior dogs. And look, I love that about you. It's beautiful, but just not yet, girl.
Yeah.
Have a little breather.
And the most beautiful thing is my friends have been bringing over their puppies to stay with me, like because they know that it heals me. And what about those two cavaliers that I sent you that just came up to me in the park? I sent you a
they
video.
were so cute. That made me want to get a senior cavalier so quick sticks.
Yes, and there was one of them's name was Vincent, and the other one's name it was actually on his collar on his tag, and it said like Killer Harry or something like that. Like it had a killer on it, and he's like this King Charles Cavalier. And these overweight little, just the sweetest dogs in the world. Don't ever tell Sissy, but they are up there as one of my favourite breeds of dog. We go to this pub all the time. It's called Windsor Castle. You're going to love it when you move here. There, it has got this beautiful beer garden. I'm sure you've seen it, because the thing is that it used to pump like big time before COVID. It's sadly not as busy anymore, but I've just found out that they lease it out all the time to TV shows and movies. Like it's that kind of place where it's really Melbourne. Like it looks like a tiki bar out the back, and it's got, it looks very north of the river, kind of Fitzroy, Brunswick, but it's south of the river, which is, oh my God, that you'll find out as well about Melbourne, like the north and the south.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's always dogs because it's a dog friendly, inside, outside. It's brilliant. And there was these guys the other week. We were sat next to this table of men, and my friend Annie has a new puppy, Peggy. She's a 12-week-old whippet, and she's absolutely divine. So someone was holding her next to me, and I looked over at the next table, and this guy, the look on his face, this grown man with a big beard, well, the look on his face was the most pure love I've ever seen. His eyebrows were like creased, and his brow was furrowed, and his eyes went into that beautiful almond shape of love, and he was just smiling, and I was just staring at him, and then I started to laugh, and I thought he would hear me, and then he caught me watching him, and he was so embarrassed. And I said, you have absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about. That was the most beautiful moment I've ever seen. You had no idea that I was watching you for so long. I said, but the way you looked at her was so beautiful. And he said, she's just divine. And Annie goes, would you like to hold her? And he goes, oh my God, could I? And he starts holding her, and he just held her for ages. Well, we went to the pub last night, same pub, same beer garden, same friends. And as soon as me and Sissy arrived, we're at the bar getting a drink, and he walks past and goes, hello again. And I turned around, and I didn't know who he was. And he's just like, it's me again. And I went, oh, yeah, I remember you. And I said, Peggy's coming. And he goes, oh, she is? And I said, yeah, she'll be here soon. She'll be here soon. I'm here first. And he goes, oh, beautiful. So he goes and sits down with all of his friends. And then Peggy arrived, and he took her over to him. And then she came back over because he held Peggy for a while. And she said he was telling me how he's just lost his dog recently, and how much Peggy and Sissy and everyone are just, filling his heart. And he's just so, and I was like, is he gay or is he straight? Because if he's straight, that's Angie's husband. Right there. Why
my husband? Why not your husband?
Oh, he's really young, really young.
Oh, I was picturing like an old dude for some reason.
No, he's very thin, skinny man, like the ones that we're attracted to. Like if I was of, 20 years younger, I'd be like hitting that hard. But I don't know. Like, those men who they're androgynous, you really don't know. He doesn't come
across. Which is like right up your alley as well.
Yeah, like absolutely stunning. And Annie's like, oh no, he's gay. And I'm like, no, I don't think he is. So I guess that's what we have to find out. There's a mystery right there.
Oh, this could be the mystery of finding out if he likes what we packing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he likes everything. So why wouldn't he?
Maybe he's greedy like me.
Like you, exactly. But when he left, he was like, see you next week. And we went,
my God. Wait, does he come with friends or is it just him by himself?
There's a few. And that's what Annie was like, I think the guys last week were gay. And I said, I don't think they were. They all had accents, like Irish accents and English accents. So I'm not sure if he had an accent or not, but I love him.
Maybe he's listening. And he'll see you next time and he'll be like, heard your podcast.
I don't think he knows who I am because you know when people know who you are.
Sometimes.
And he doesn't give me that look.
Yeah, right.
So
time will reveal all.
We'll see. Time will reveal all, but I can't wait for you to be a part of this kind of dog-centric.
To be a part of this guessing who is interested in being my husband. No,
to be a part of this whole beautiful world of people picking up other people's dogs.
Oh, I
and
love
just holding them and getting so much joy.
Staring.
Oh God, I wish you could have seen the look on his face.
Take a photo of him next time.
Okay.
Sneaky one while he's doing it. Be like,
I will.
Actually,
I won't even make it sneaky. Okay,
I remember that time I made you take a photo of your gardener so I could see if he was hot or not. And I was like, you're like, no, whatever he says. I'm like, just do it.
Yeah, and I did. He's hot, isn't he?
He's pretty cute.
Yeah,
Wait, he did know you
am.
took it. He did know. Just saying.
He did. I went and told him. I went and told him. I said, my friend's on the phone and I've just taken a photo. It's for, how old are you, Tom? And he goes, 35. I went, 35?
Yeah, you're like, I thought you were like 20-something.
Yeah. I said, I thought you were 25. And he goes, well, thanks, I'll take that. And I said, well, in your line of work, mate, take it because you're not going to look like this for much longer.
Are you just making
a dad joke.
Full mum jokes at him?
So
Mum/dad jokes.
But yeah, I've sent my friend a photo just to check you out. And I said, do you have a partner? He said, I do. And I was like, whatever, get out of my house.
Yeah, leave. We only want singles up in her.
So anyway, that's my...
In conclusion, that's your spiel. Look, I'm going to say the pitch was a good pitch. There was a double of dog talk, which I'm mad for. There's you, which is obviously a big, like tick. That's what I want. More Yvie Jones in my life, not via phone or texting or sexting or voice messages. Yep. There's pub talk, which I'm mad for. There's event talk, which I never got to do, so we can go to all the things.
Yeah.
I think, and it's Melbourne, and I've never lived there. And I think that pitch, all in all, I'd have to say is not bad. That's actually a quote off a movie, but you didn't pick up on it. But that's fine. They're really not bad. No, I don't think I'm doing it right. But in conclusion, that pitch was...
Was it Adam Sandler movie?
No, it's Roby and Michelle's high school reunion.
Oh. I wasn't going to get it.
Of course. No, you weren't going to get it. That's why I was like, why did I do that? I reckon you've pitched that quite well. Yvie Jones, we've just got to find somebody to help me get Jessica ready to roll to rent out for a while and find me a place and Bob's your uncle.
If you want to live on Tambourine Mountain and you want to rent a beautiful bottom half of a yurt with a bath in your bedroom. It's so beautiful.
It's so delicious.
Hit Angie up.
Oh my God, yeah, hit me up. If you do want to rent downstairs, I'm going to Airbnb that bad boy or rent it out. So come at me. Mount Tambourine wannabe dwellers.
Living. Yes, a beautiful living if for older people.
Yeah, no young people.
Not you.
All of that spiel that's going to sink into my little heartstrings. We're going to feel that, put it out to the universe, and look, maybe come wintertime, you'll have a new neighbour around the corner.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Sounds good. Watch this space, people. Watch this space. Angeli might be coming to Melbourne.
Send her a DM and tell her why she should. Thank you very much. That's us for another episode. Wow. It's just another one. We just keep on smashing them out day after day after day. Or week after week after week. But thank you all for listening. And, if you like us, rate and review us. If you want to talk to us, DM us, email us.
Do whatever you want. You know why? Because you can.
2girls@novapodcast.com.au. And please, for the love of McDonald's, have the day you deserve.
Have the day you deserve. For the love of McDonald's. Have the day you deserve. For the love of McDonald's. Yeah.
For the love of Macca's.